Now, now, when did you meet my Uncle Chrissy and my Uncle
Well, when you
Eddie? Was that before my mother?
no,
and-
no, I met him
Or afterwards?
afterwards. It wasn't too much longer afterwards because I think it was only Dolores born yet when I met Eddie and Chris. And I didn't even meet. Oh wait a minute, no, I'm wrong. I did meet Eddie and Chris before your mother and father got married because they were living on a street there back in the movies, back at the Prestige Theater.
Oh,
Hobart Street.
I've heard it before. I can't think of the name. Herschel Street or something like that.
There was a Southwood Street and
Herschel.
see, the next street was right. Oh, geez, I can't think of the name, but they lived there right in back of the movies.
Yeah.
And that's when I met Eddie and Chris. I don't think Dolores was born yet.
Yeah.
Your father and mother were born together. And that's when I met Eddie and Chris. But I used to meet them mostly around 60th and Market. And Chris was always a warm, accepting fellow.
Yeah.
He was always, once he got to know you and he'd see you, and we'd stop in Litton's, have coffee and talk. Same thing with Eddie, you know. We'd talk, because we'd be maybe 5 or 6 of us that all knew each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely. Then our relationship started to get closer and closer, you know, because we'd all. Before I started work steady at the ice shop, we all went there and worked there.
Oh, that's right. They all worked at the ice shop.
Well, mostly in the
Most
winter.
of them,
Yeah, well, just Eddie. Chris didn't work there.
No.
But we worked there
Chris
mostly in the
couldn't do
wintertime. We enjoyed it. You know
But
what?
Bill Lord and all of them. all
Well, he
worked.
was one of the family.
Yeah.
The Lord family.
Yeah, that's right.
See, Bill was going with Esther at the
With
time.
Esther. Yeah.
And he was waiting to get a divorce from Mary's mother.
Yeah. Now, did you know Esther?
Sure.
What was she like? Esther.
Well, see, your mother was on the thin side. Esther was not a heavy woman, but she was a well-formed woman.
Yeah.
And beautiful woman. She had more of a full face.
Yeah, I
Not
saw
a
a
heavy
picture of her down my grandmother's.
And she was, the way I put it, she was a motherly type of person. In other words, I think she took more after Mrs. O'Brien, her mother.
Wow.
She was like a motherly type. She always ready to do something for you. Because after her and Bill got into their first house, Bill would say, drop a piece of ice off every day at the house, you know, because Bill would either be on another ice route or delivering coal or something. And I used to stop in to drop off a piece of ice, and that was the house where she died.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, they lived, that's
On
basically
Vine.
the only house they lived in there. Well, how far from us did they live on Vine?
But see where we lived like here, this 57th
Oh, we
Street.
lived on 57th, right?
Yeah, you lived around here. We lived
Okay, they
here.
lived
Then
on-
there was Fraser Street.
Uh-huh.
Then there was a few buildings between there. She was in the house that was the last house in the block on this one little section.
Ah.
Then there was a great big yard.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big garage in the back. That's where Mr. Lineker was doing automobile repair work.
Oh.
And
Because
that's-
I know it couldn't have been too far because my mom said that if she didn't walk around to Esther's house for coffee in the morning with her kids, Esther would walk around to my mother's house and they would have coffee every morning.
See, a lot of times, rather than walking up 57th Street and down Vine, she'd go back, remember the lot, and walk on Fraser Street and come
Yeah,
up
Fraser Street, is that where they had that old house that just had the two walls?
Yeah, yeah.
Was
that's-
actually on Fraser Street.
Yeah.
Because I can still see that as clear as a bell. I can see looking out that window in the back and seeing that house with two sides, and you could see right through it.
Do you know that house laid idle there for a lot of years?
Yeah.
Then the real estate people that owned it, they remodeled it, fixed it.
It never fell down?
No.
Oh my goodness, it always looked like in the
And
wind like it was going to fall
They
down.
remodeled it, they fixed it, and they were renting the house.
Oh jeez.
But then it was there up until the time I went into service. When I come back, I think I didn't see it anymore.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I thought I heard that it fell down or something.
Well,
You
they
know, I
fixed
don't
it.
know
They
whether
fixed
it
it there
did.
one time.
Did they?
Yeah, they made it look nice. It was
Yeah.
beautiful looking.
I know, all I know is we were forbidden to go back there and play.
Yeah.
We were totally forbidden to go back there and play. But,
And, what else was I going to say about back there?
if they take a shortcut back there to go to my Aunt
To go to
Esther's.
Esther's, yeah. See, in other words, you lived here. You had to go up to Vine Street and
Yeah.
go all the way down, cross Fraser and go down a little ways longer, and
Uh-huh.
that's where the house was. But if you came out the back and walked up Fraser Street and went this way, you
Yeah.
avoided all this. So.
Yeah.
But they would only do that in the daytime. They wouldn't walk down there at night.
Oh,
Just,
even at night, then it wasn't safe to walk?
Well, it's not a question.
Or
It
it was
wasn't
just too
safe. It
dark?
was too dark, you know. You just
Oh.
couldn't take that chance, you know.
Yeah, because I know Vine Street was lit up enough.
Yeah, the Vine Street was well lit. In fact,
And,
where
and,
Esther
and
lived was...
57th Street was lit up.
Yes, there was... Because right on the corner of 57 and Vine was a big light, and that intersection was always bright there.
And then you had the different stores. You had the drugstore on the corner, and then
That's all you had.
who were the two heavyset girls that lived down?
That was the butcher shop.
Yeah, they had a, that's what I'm saying, there was a shop there.
Yeah, it was a butcher shop on the...
What was their name?
Badaro.
Badaro.
Badaro, yeah.
That's
Then
right.
across the street, you remember the church that was on the corner?
Mm-hmm.
And right next door to it was a bar.
Yeah.
Well, that bar was a butcher shop also at one time. But then he closed the butcher shop down and made a bar out of it. Their name is Fay.
Mm-hmm.
F-A-Y-E. Then if you went up to the corner, which was Alden Street, there was another butcher shop.
Butchers.
Yeah, it was three of them in the one area. The reason why I know, every Thursday night, I used to write with Bon Amby on the windows the prices of meat that was on sale for Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And I used to get like 25 cents to do that.
Yeah.
Then I'd go to the butcher shop over here, I'd do for them. And whatever they gave me, 15, 20, 25. And I used to do that every week, and I used to pick up that
Yeah.
50 cents, 75
And then what was
cents.
there, a barber shop right across from
Barber
Grandpa's?
shop was right across the street.
Yeah.
But first, the barber shop was where the drugstore was. It was there for a lot of years. But then he moved out of there to save the cost of rent, and he put it in his store
Right across from,
right across from
Grandpa's.
us. Yeah.
yeah.
Then that's when Goldman came and rented that.
Mm.
Then the Badaros, they went broke because they were gambling their money.
Oh.
So they lost everything. They lost that building. They had two houses next door. They lost everything. So then they went to Alden Street and took over that building because the people in there moved out, moved up to Overbrook section. The Badaros went in there and opened their butcher market there because across the street from them
Mm-hmm.
was the bakery shop, Cariola's.
Yeah.
And
I
they were
remember the bakery shop.
they were relatives. They were cousins or something. So then Goldman moved out of his store and he bought this corner. I don't know if he bought it at a sheriff's sale or what. He must have because he bought it for a song.
Yeah.
And he stayed there for a long time, right after the war too. But other
So, as far as Pope's Ice Yard, actually, I guess just about everybody
well, see what happened
worked there at one time or another.
Oh yeah, the whole neighborhood worked
Yeah.
there. The whole neighborhood.
And Pope was Bill Lord's brother.
No, old man Polk was the father
Oh,
of
he was Bill
Bill was a son.
Bill Lord's father,
Yeah,
Pope was.
yeah. Bill was a son. Josh was a son. Earl was a son. John was a son. Then there was another one. We used to call him Porky. He was a son.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another one. He was. The heck was his that other one's name? Well, Hector. Then after Hector was Dick. I think Dick is still living. All the rest are dead. And you ever watch this here Hawaii 5-0?
Yeah.
Now, old man Lordy had two daughters. One lived up around 62nd and Lansdowne,
Uh-huh.
and the younger one went to California. She married a fellow and went to California. I still say that guy, his last name is Lord.
Jack Lord.
That's
In Hawaii,
Patty's
probably.
son.
Oh, yeah?
That's
I don't
Patty's
know.
son.
I'd have to write to them, to the TV magazines or something and find
Because
out.
Patty went out there, she married this fellow, they went out there to live. And I guess I do remember her having a son.
Mm-hmm.
Because I worked with him for 7 years. And she used to write letters, and the old man used to be so glad to get a letter from her, you know. And Patty's doing good, and her son is growing up. And I guess when he went into the movie as an actor, he adopted the name Lord. Because that was a better
A lot
name.
of them took on their mother's maiden names.
Now, if you look at him, right now they're all reruns. So he's pretty well up in age now. But you look at it the next time and
When he was
study
younger.
his chin. And study his chin. Do you remember Billy Lord and Cookie and them?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When you see this
Matter of fact,
kid,
Cookie just died this year.
yeah, I just told that.
Yeah.
When you see, look at that Jack Lord real good, and look
Yeah.
at the structure
Got
of his
that
chin.
same
That square chin like.
square jaw.
And you could see that's
Yeah.
like Billy
I
and
wouldn't
Cookie
be
and all them.
surprised.
And I had said to Catherine before she got her stroke, I says, Catherine, that is Patty's son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the one funeral we were at, and you were asking about it with Maisie and them. And Maisie was supposed to write somebody and try to find out, and she never did. I
Well,
don't think she ever did.
I had asked Josh's son,
Mm-hmm.
because Josh passed away.
Yeah.
Now, Hawaii 5-0 wasn't on then.
Yeah.
But when it came on and I studied and I looked at it, so I asked Francis. Now, Francis was sort of a funny guy. He felt like talking, he would talk, but he didn't feel... When he was in a good mood, he was a nice fellow to talk with.
Yeah.
And I had asked him about this Jack Lord in
Hawaii
Hawaii
5-0.
5-0. I don't recall exactly how he answered me, you know. And in a way, it seemed to me he didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because I think he
Nothing
leaned...
Hugo, huh?
No, this wasn't... It wasn't... He's nothing like Hugo. It was that... I think he didn't take a warm feeling towards his namesake.
No. No.
So,
But then
But
there
I-
were quite a few lords then, weren't there, in that family?
well, there was, like I said, there was Earl, Josh, Bill, John, Porky, Hector, and Dick. That's 7 boys,
Yeah.
and the 2 girls.
There were 9 lords.
9 lords.
And
Now,
then he produced quite a few himself.
well, they really didn't have big families. John didn't have any kids. Earl
No.
didn't have any kids.
Well,
Bill had 4
Bill
with-
made up for it.
Yeah, he had 4 with his first wife,
And then he had
4 with
4
Esther.
with Esther.
All right, that's 8.
No, 5 with Esther. Wait a minute.
Yeah, 5.
He had Connie, Frankie, Mary, Pinky, and Eddie. Yeah, 5 of them.
How about Billy? Who was he from?
Billy
Bill's
is
from the
Connie's.
Oh, yeah.
No, Billy is Connie's. The Billy he's talking about is Bill and Esther's oldest daughter. the one that was retarded, had the brain damage, Connie.
Oh, Connie, yeah.
Right. Well, she.
You know, she was no dummy, Connie.
Oh, I know.
She
but,
was a bright girl.
But this guy, that drunk, that took advantage of her.
That's the stories I heard,
Yeah.
yeah. But,
and she had Billy, young Billy.
I
Well,
thought,
he's married and got kids that are, as a matter of fact, I think his,
Oh, he's
two of his
married.
kids are married
He's
now.
married.
who's
yeah.
this?
Billy Lord.
Billy Lord.
Connie's son.
Connie's
Billy.
son.
Oh, Connie's son. See, when
Yeah.
I know her, she was just a little girl.
Yeah. Well, she got raped by this guy.
And you
And
couldn't,
then
you
she
couldn't
had
tease Connie.
Billy.
Well, she'd fight back.
Yeah.
And I knew it.
And then you had to watch because then she'd have a seizure.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I always respected because I knew she was, something was wrong with her. And I always respected her. But what annoyed me, every Saturday they used to come down to collect money, alimony money, and her father would let them stay all day long. Be snowing or raining and things like that. I felt sorry for them. So I said, put them in a truck. I said, ride around with me. No sense standing there freezing. Their shoes were beat up
Now,
shoes.
who was this?
All of them. Mary,
Oh, no. You mean,
Bill's children.
and who would they try to collect alimony from?
Oh no, wait, I'm.
No, you're talking about his first
First wife,
Cookie-
yeah, that was
Cookie and-
Dorothy, Mary,
Dorothy,
Billy,
Cookie,
and Cookie,
Mary.
yeah.
Right.
And I would make them
And
sit
they
in the
would
truck and keep warm. Now I didn't have a heater in the truck, but we had wooden floorboards, so I would rip one of the boards off, and as you ride, and the heat from the manifold came up and kept them warm. Then, rather than waiting in that snow or rain, on a hot day was different. So they could sit there and wait. But he would make them wait.
Yeah,
Well into 7 o'clock at night.
he wasn't too good a guy. He wasn't
Bill,
too nice.
Bill was all right, but
When it comes to his
he had
responsibilities, though.
no, it wasn't that. I think he had a reason. The sooner he would give them the money, they would run home. The sooner she would drink it up, or whatever
Oh.
she did.
Oh.
I don't know what she did with it, but the money would be gone. So I think that was one of the reasons why he didn't give it, the kids the
That
money.
might be.
But in the meantime, the kids were out there in that cold air suffering.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pitiful thing to see. But then, Connie, Mary,
Frankie. His other kids.
which one is Pinky?
Pinky's the youngest one, youngest boy. That's the second group of kids.
Yeah.
Right.
What's his real name?
His real name is,
I never remember that.
That's what he's using now, his real name.
He was a nice little boy.
He doesn't go by Binky.
No, Pinky was a nickname.
Yeah, but now he doesn't use Binky. He uses his real name.
Robert.
Robert. So,
Yeah, Bob. Bob Lord, Robert Lord. That was his real
see,
name.
when Bill would get drunk, he'd forget everything.
Yeah.
So one night was myself, was this fellow Red Ramsey, and Eddie, the three of us. And we were like maybe 18 years old each then.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a beautiful summer night. So there was a club up there on the 60th and Vine. That was a white neighborhood, yeah. So there was a club there called the Haddington Athletic Club. So this one Saturday night, we all worked late. Eddie, Ramsey, myself, because we worked for Bill. And the way the old man, the father of the son, said, you keep the profits. Just give me the cost of the material. Like if whatever ice they sold, he wanted the cost of material. Whatever coal they sold, he just wanted the cost. The profits, they keep. Well, you make $35, $40 in profits. That's a lot of money. Plus, he had the money, the cost. So you're talking like 70 bucks. Maybe 100. I don't know. So we went. Bill says, come on, let's go up. It was a real hot night. I'll never forget this particular night. He says, come on up to the club with me, this Haddington Club. So we go up, And while Bill is sober, he's already knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But
I
the
remember.
bad habit he'd had, you know, he'd put like $20, $30 here and order drinks. He used to order for everybody. And the bartender took the money, but never cheated. He'd go down another end of the bar and he'd put money at that end. So, but he didn't know that he's putting money two different ends. So Eddie would take care of one end, I'd be at the other end, Ramsey would be at another end. So we make sure what
You
money the
didn't get ripped
bartender
off.
took was the right money. But then Bill started to get drunk. In the meantime, midnight came. Now, we weren't allowed in the club. We were not allowed to drink, but we were in there, and they didn't say anything. All we drank was soda, because we must have been 17 years old. We were underage, you know. So, the police station is only 2 blocks away. So here comes midnight, and the police are off duty. Now,
Oh, they only work till midnight then?
well, the 4 to 12
oh,
shift.
4 to 12 shift. Okay. I
And
thought
when
maybe
they were off duty, they would stop in this club. Even though they were not members, they would stop in there, and they would have drinks. Well, 75% of the cops in that district at that time was either Irish or German or whatever, you know, and not Italians. But they would come in there, and they would start drinking, and they would start fighting. So all we were concerned about the money, Bill's money. Then all of a sudden, it reminds you of them cowboy days. The cops would take their guns out, bang, 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 you know.
Gee.
And that was the first time I was ever close to a gun while it was being fired in the same building. So I looked at Eddie and I looked at Ramsey, so Eddie says, let's get the hell out of here. So I don't think Eddie was on drugs. He was on reefers then. So I said, wait a minute, we can't leave like this. I said, let's take all Bill's money and just leave him so much.
Mm-hmm.
So we took the money. I don't recall now exactly how much it was, but it was a good sum. So we told the bartender, you know, when he runs out, he's flagged, that's all. But I know we made a deal with the bartender, hold on to the money, and, you know, whatever he orders, you take it out. They were honest bartenders in that club. So we took the money and we're going out, and all we could hear, bang, 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 shooting. You went in there the following day, all you saw were bullet holes in the ceiling, you know, holes.
Now, who the heck paid for that to be?
They didn't care.
They didn't
stayed
care.
that way. You talk about the Wild West. Wild West had nothing on that.
That was
club.
Wild West Philly, huh?
Wild West Philly.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, it was funny. So
That'd be something.
I took the money. I don't recall exactly how much it was. So I took the money home. I told Eddie, I says, look, it's X amount of dollars. I'll hold on for this. But Bill would be on a binge for at least a week.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why he came off the bench is because he ran out of money.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of
And I guess with his father owning the business, it didn't matter because he
well,
wouldn't
he
get
had
fired.
nothing to do with the business, but when he worked there, he was a worker.
No, but I'm saying, and if he didn't show up for work, his father, I guess, didn't fire him.
Oh no.
Oh, he
Father
knew he
was
had
good.
it.
See, he was a drinker in his
Oh,
day.
okay.
See, he was a drinker in his day, and then he refrained from it.
Yeah.
So he figures what I was is in my sons.
Yeah.
There was only 2 of them that didn't drink. That was Earl and Joss.
Mm.
So I'd hold his money for about a week, and then he'd be off the binge. And when he'd come into work, he'd come in with a bag of peanuts. And he'd sit in the truck in the back, and they'd start about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Could be a hot day, could be a cold day, no matter what. He'd sit back there and eat peanuts. The whole bag of peanuts might have been 2 pounds in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way he could change the taste of that burning alcohol feeling he had in his stomach. And that was,
That's why he always ate peanuts. You always
Yeah.
had a bowl of peanuts, and the kids wouldn't have to touch it.
yeah. So he would finish his peanuts, and just about that time it was 5 o'clock, and it was time for him to take over the night shift. See, while he was on a binge, either his brother John would take the night work, or young Dick.
Mm-hmm.
But when Bill was sober, you know, the business was his at night. So when he would finish off the binge, you know, he's back to work, then I go up to him, I says, Bill, I says, here's your money. So he would say, do that again, he says, this way I know I got something. No, I can't remember now how much it was, you know. If it was $30, that was considered a lot. If it was $50 was considered a lot. But if I left it there, it would be nothing. I don't know if he drank it or if they would steal it, you know. And at least he knew he had something. So every time he figured he's going on a binge, somehow, some way, I'd be around and he'd ask me to come there. I said, look, Bill, I'm not going to come up there now. I'll come up a little later. But I said, I want to get out of there before them Wild West Cowboys come in there, you know. But they never hurt anybody, you know. Drunk as they were, these cops, well, it was funny to see.
Jeez.
And this friend of mine, he started training there as a heavyweight boxer. And he used to go in the afternoon. When I go in there, you know, so he said to me, look at that, look at all them holes up there. I says, well, you want me to tell you why they're there and how they got there? It was a tradition. They left it there. I'd like to go in there today to
And see if they're still there?
Black people got it. It's still a club that black people have it, but I'm wondering if it's still like that today.
Let me ask you another question. What was dinner like at your house?
We had very good dinners. Now, we had meat once a week. Mondays, I think, used to be soup night. Tuesday was spaghetti. Wednesday was greens. And most of the greens I used to eat, I used to like. But when she used to cook spinach, believe you me, we used to play with it. We used to go like this, you know. Play with it, take a little bit, put it to your mouth. Because it was only steamed. There was no taste to it. So my mother used to say, what tastes good in the mouth is not always good for the stomach. What doesn't taste good in the mouth is very good for the stomach. That was the only way we would eat the spinach.
Was everyone expected to be at
Everybody
dinner hour?
had to be, who was home had to be around that table. The old man sat at the head here. I wanted to sit down there, but no, you sit here. I had to sit next to him. I don't know why he wanted it that way, but I had to sit next to him.
You were the baby?
No, I was.
No.
Scotty was the baby.
Scotty.
Yeah. I used to sit here. I think my sister Rose sat there. Grace. I think your father sat here. I don't know why he had it arranged that way. Oh, that's right. Him and my mother sat at the. That's right. He was here, and I was. My mother was here, and I was here, and Sammy was there. Now, Louie was there, Jerry and Rose.
Was this maybe, because I'm thinking myself, I might arrange my kids to
Now
avoid
that
squabbles.
To avoid squabbles?
Yeah, maybe if two of them sit too close together,
Well,
they might wind up.
I don't think they ever had
You're
that.
too skinny to do what my father